Welcome back. Hello, all of the wonderful human beings out there in the wonderful worldwide web areas of the universe. Hey, I can't see on my chat right now for some demented reason. It is not showing, so I'm going to get it up in here, and we'll see if I can get that started. Oh, my chat's missing. Oh, it's alright. I can look at it here instead. This works. This works. We're good. Hi, guys. Welcome back to IndieJD&D. We are talking. First of all, we are doing some quick little announcements, including today is, of course, this campaign. And I'll give a quick little recap here. But then later on today, Legend
The
of
best
Zelda
one.
Echoes carries on Pathfinder Second Edition with DM Verod. Wow, that sounded really tasty. And moving on then on Friday to our Olivon Chronicles campaign. There's some political intrigue and, um, uh, well, persuasionisms that are happening at the moment in that particular campaign. And then on Friday again at 8:30 p.m. UTC, Adventures of Alain with caffeine. Where's caffeine now? Caffeine's over there on my screen. There we go. Haha. And um, last and a couple other quick things here to shout out for include the Roll for Wishes campaign. So we're pushing towards the end of the Roll for Wishes campaign. So we want to get her done at the beginning of March. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. And yeah, there we go. That's the one right there. That's the one we want to do right there. So the campaign is trying to get to $250 by the beginning of March. We're at 152 for whatever demented reason. My lovely little thingy is not doing the working properly, and so I'm using the cauldron today to measure it. So if I get some more donations, I will throw them onto the cauldron. Yeah, that's the way. And yeah, so thank you guys again all for rejoining. We're gonna get right into today's campaign. So, where we left off, you guys have had a bit of a how to do in this location called Motherhorn. You've tried to fight Hag once, were unsuccessful, but on your return, seemingly far more successful. You entered the second level of the of Motherhorn, which is where you found a large contraption of sorts that held that would spin with like this massive astrolabe kind of concept that would spin at the command of the Bitter End, one of the three hags. Um, Sneaking up, and of course you were in Motherhorn in the first place. You didn't really want to be here, but you were told by Amador he's not gonna take you guys to the Palace of Heart's Desire unless you were to help release Glister, who was Gleam's sister. I and yes, Caffeine. I saw that face like. Okay. Anyway, Gleam and Amador had their own thoughts as to how this should proceed, and they did not match yours. So you guys went all the way up to the top level of Motherhorn. Meanwhile, Amador and Gleam just kind of abandoned you to go where Gleam seemed to be directing through a set of double doors. And thankfully on their part, they did find Glister, but you all found the three hex. And after some very lucky ignorance, you guys managed to get yourselves into a place where you're fighting them. Now, Volric's already been through a bit of a how to do here. Volrix, what's your strength score as of right now?
2.
And, yes, and that is because Volric has continually combated shadows who really like to suck his energy out. So,
I'm just really cute. I'm
yeah.
just really cute. What can I say?
Nonetheless, you guys did manage through a barrage of fireballs, firebolts, scorching rays, and other sorts of fire-type things, as well as some particularly good use of stealthy weapons with hot branded irons. Managed to do some serious enough damage to actually dispatch Bavlorna Blightstraw. In the midst of the battle, you did also notice that Bitter End seemed to be particularly perturbed by the idea of Gleam and Glister both being together. And you used that to your advantage to also dispatch her as she tried to escape the situation. On the other hand, Skibath the Nightshade, she kept herself a little bit further out of harm's way. She certainly took some damage, a lot of damage, but she was still able to get out of Motherhorn by way of her rocking horse. Erebus, on the other hand, gave pursuit, and using the ornithopter that Bitter End had no longer any use of, and went flying away from Motherhorn, chasing after the rocking horse, pulling out the unicorn horn that seems to be so important, placed it on the brow of the rocking horse while in mid-flight with a wicked awesome dex roll, and transformed this rocking horse back into a unicorn. And as it was falling out from underneath, because of course unicorns don't have wings, as it was falling out from underneath the Scabatha Nightshade, you did a number of other arrow shots from Volric, actually, with some decent range. Got her to a point where she had to use the last ditch spell that she had to just bamf out of the location altogether. Yeah, but at the same time, as the unicorn was falling, the unicorn took himself and Erebus out of harm's way and bamfed you back to the balcony, the top balcony of Motherhorn. And with that, you now have nearly the entire group that you were looking for back at Motherhorn. And I'm going to... I haven't actually updated all the tokens here yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Let's do this here. Let's get some maps going here, just because it seems to help us with our focus. Maps. Oh, why is my map not showing it? There it is. There we go. That'll help. There we go. A map where we left off. And what you see, first of all, the kind of the lay of the land, and I'm going to bring all of the tokens to the right spots here together. After all of the hullabaloo, eventually Amador, Scraggs, Vig the goblin that Scraggs had managed to conscript, and Gleam and Glister all eventually get to the same place at the top of the room where you basically dispatched Bitter End, with nary a piece of evidence of their existence. A little bit of a piece of evidence that Dottie's noticed.
I'm glad I was able to steal those two.
You didn't exactly steal them. However, you did
demand 99% of the damage, and then he just can't.
You went up by 1 level. I went up by like 6.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you did demand to be leveled up.
And the unicorn that is now kind of their hooves clopping loudly on the stonework of Motherhorn on the balcony, looks back to you, Erebus, because you're still out. You and Volric are out on the balcony. Like, I don't have wings. Can we go inside?
I just remembered how we last said where you said a unicorn can fly, right? Yeah, sure. Dope. Mm-hmm.
And it kind of, as you guys open doors and kind of walk through, it kind of gets to the doorway, and it is pretty big for the doorway here, but it's... Well, how are you guys going to get it through the doorway?
By walking?
It's a horse.
Too big?
Yes, it's a fairly large, like, think Clydesdale through a man door.
I have enlarge reduce.
Oh my god.
It's funny because we haven't slept yet, so I still have it.
I have a +1 dagger.
No!
No, I'm not killing a unicorn.
We literally just saved this thing from being a rocking horse, and you're like, let's murder it.
That's why Voldemort's so horrible.
Murder! Kill? Difference?
Too soon. That game hasn't come out yet.
Oh yes, it has.
No, it hasn't. Doesn't come out to the 10th.
If you pre-order it,
Oh, well,
it'll be
who's
the Lextal edition.
Oh my gosh!
pre-ordering it?
And
Who's
this
pre-ordering
this
it?
episode brought to you
pre-order.
by anyway.
J.K. Rowling, not joking.
No.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
Mm-mm,
Okay.
mm.
So, are you going to cast an enlarge reduce on the unicorn? Because
Yes,
it
but
gets to the doorway,
reduced
and
part of the
all you
spell-
see, actually, for the first time, you guys actually see a unicorn head peeking through the doorway. This is Dottie and Scraggs. You haven't seen a unicorn in this space at all. You did not know it was here. Just now, all of a sudden, there's a unicorn head. It kind of peeks through the doorway as Erevis and Volric both step back through.
I got a unicorn.
Ah, do you need some help
And yet-
getting through?
That would be
Please.
marvelous.
Pew, pew. Now he's tiny.
Is,
And now,
is a
okay, so how
unicorn
much does it change you?
attainable?
It changes them down by one creature size, I
Size?
believe. Yeah, because you can make one creature large and one creature small.
So it like halves their proportions.
All right,
Yeah.
so they
Yeah.
you now have a pony-sized unicorn walking through this space.
I'll ask Erebus, is it attunable?
No.
And it, being just slightly taller than you, Scraggs, is going to look to you and say, "No, I'm not attunable."
This will last.
Hey, since when did you speak
It has a-
language?
It is a feature of unicorn.
They also said, yes, I would like to be smaller, like a second ago. Scraggs, do you have ears? Are you listening? Or is it just all like hardwood in
Wait a
there?
sec-
The
Am
fly
I
thing.
speaking unicorn?
No.
No, it's speaking. It is not speaking in Goblin. Its voice has just been reduced. So,
Goblin? I'm not a goblin.
or
I
yeah,
am
sorry,
a
air elemental. I
voice
mean,
God.
air elemental. I mean,
I am a
Where-
mudrun. I'm a mudrun.
you're a mud.
We've changed again!
You're a mechanic. Okay, yeah.
He's
No,
Jake
A
Sully.
mechanicus.
Jake
went-
Sully.
Oh my
Okay.
mechanicus.
Oh,
from-
jeez.
For my time being here, context everyone, my time being here, Scraggs has been an Air Genasi, a Fire Genasi, a new brand Air Genasi, and then a gnome
That's
that
right. He
wasn't
was
a
a gnome.
goblin to not. He knew goblin, but he wasn't a goblin. And now, whatever the hell he just said.
So you have this
Oh,
massive
but
group
even
of you.
a troll as well.
Through this massive group of you at the top
You
of
were
at the top of this place, there is another doorway the opposite direction from the one that the unicorn and Erevis and Volric just went walking through. But then, of course, there's on the other side of the large opening that you first saw the hags in the first place. There's a set of double doors that nobody's gone through as well. Volric was the closest person to go there, but then he was attacked by a shadow and probably couldn't lift the door lever if he wanted to. So,
Still can't.
Let's go.
Should we sleep before we loot stuff?
Yeah. Well,
Please.
I'm fine, but
Please, I'm praying to all higher deities above.
literally,
Uh,
he is emaciated.
I am
I
literally
shall
skinny.
cast detect magic.
Casting detect magic. What you see in this space, where are you? You are right there. So you do see that there is an aura of divination magic that's being pumped out excessively by that large contraption that is open. That you guys just went over
divination
top of.
magic.
Divination, indeed. You also notice that there is a conjuration. Transmutation. Sorry, transmutation magic in the next room.
Oh, in the next one. As
Along with all the
a-
things you guys have with yourselves.
do an Arcana check to figure out what the divination magic would be doing as a wizard.
You certainly can. And so as you go to step and look over the edge of this, by the way, that was a spiritual weapon. It doesn't need to be there anymore.
Oh no!
As you go to look over the edge.
Do I even see anything?
Well, really, what you see here is just a significant amount of Arcana happening, and you're looking Looking at this contraption, you can actually see this rod that extends all the way up the spire above you. And it basically looks like the inner workings of a lightning rod. And
Okay. With the 2, I will deduce that this machine is used to know the location of everyone's left sock and for them to be stolen. Those mad hags. And I will just wander off over here.
I will ask. The unicorn is going to look to you, Volric, and say,
Oh, is he? Where is he staring at? My eyes?
"What are you?"
That's a very tough question at the moment because I'm not even sure. An air genasi, but
You're the skinniest air
extremely
genasi
good
I've ever seen.
looking. Yes, well, when you have your life sucked out of you for the past 6 to 7 hours, I would presume you wouldn't look too good yourself.
Well, let's see what we can do about fixing that. And he just looks towards you, and the unicorn's horn kind of goes and boops you on the nose. And with that, you
got
fully
booped.
recover your strength.
I'm like this man now.
You are waiting for that. I feel pain. You had that queued up.
I've had this for weeks, dude.
Oh my gosh. That just happened. You had that queued. Okay. Okay, fine. Jeez. Alright, so... But yeah, Volric seems to kind of like, I don't know, reinflate with muscles. And back to the form that you are used to seeing him in. And...
Still below average.
Still stuck in a well.
And
So,
and then he looks to the rest of you after booping Volric on the nose, kind of says, I'm looking for is there a way out?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
we can show you the way out. However, we will probably have to. Oh, we could go for the front door now. That's something we haven't done before.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Oh,
We
wait, do we have
murdered
to
them,
tell the
and now we
goblin?
just get to walk out their front door.
Do we have to tell the goblins that they're liberated? I feel like that's something we should do.
If there's goblins, then that might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
How long am I like this, by the way?
Oh, I can drop concentration at any time. I forgot to tell you.
Roughly an
You
hour.
can hold on to
though.
this
Or
for an hour?
I
Is
think
it
was
an
a
hour?
minute.
It is roughly an
So
hour.
it dropped.
No!
Well, double check it for me. Double check it for me. I want to make sure I get this right.
Hold on.
I think it is an hour.
Enlarge, reduce.
10 minutes?
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay.
1 minute. Oh shit.
And he says, I think so. 1 minute. And he just starts bolting out, trying to get out of this building in his current form. He's gonna make it.
We can't take him to the
See,
Bergenok
is-
mine, so I'll go with
Does
him.
he need to go to the toilet? Like, what's happening here?
That's exactly what he actually needs to do. I'm not even kidding. That's what I had planned.
Hold on.
He gets here. He goes running towards the stairs, looks at the stairs, turns back around, comes back around to the top. Shit! And then eventually kind of returns back to size.
Hold on, wait. I have the perfect image for this. Hold on.
And is now just kind of standing very still on this very narrow balcony, looking over the side.
I'm sorry to tell you that was my last second level spell slot. So
And so
I
he
can't
starts
really do
walking
that
around.
again.
He starts walking back.
Um,
Actually, you know what he
Can
does?
you not go down the stairs?
Not. Oh, sorry, he's back to normal size. Not well. And so he just lifts a leg and starts this yellow stream. I'm really, really sorry.
Okay.
I had to relieve myself before I was turned into a rocking horse. It's been a long time.
Understandable.
Where's
It's
this
just-
man's item of use when he
If you
needs it?
haven't seen a horse embarrassed before, you see a horse embarrassed right now with a unicorn horn on it.
Is he blushing?
Yeah, I will say his lips turn pink. The Meanwhile, Gleam and Glister are also still there with you and Amador, and they're having hushed conversations, hugs between Gleam and Glister of just relief, and in reunion in this reunion that is no longer in combat now too. And Glister, for the first time, speaks to you guys and says, "Where did Bitter End go?" And what you see with Glister is she has just affixed back onto her head a mask that looks like a sun. Oh, good lord! Who gave him the green screen? Okay, carry on.
What is that?
It's a blushing horse. What do you mean,
Oh,
dude?
I see it.
This is our.
How are you
unicorn.
finding these things so fast? Okay, anyway. All right. So, but yeah, and Glister says, is she gone? Like, gone for good? No, she can't be gone for good. Can she?
Look,
saw
we
us.
tried our
Specifically.
fucking
Bitter End.
best, dude.
She did
Endlin
the.
Moongrave.
She burst into smoke, which means usually that she's running somewhere, and we don't know where.
We did try our fucking best, though. Like, we almost killed all of them. So you're welcome.
Really?
Just
You
saying.
had an eclipse and everything set up?
Beg
An
pardon?
eclipse. What the heck is that?
What?
An eclipse is where something moves in front of something else, usually like the
We
sun
know
in
what
front
it
of the moon.
means, but I didn't.
Oh.
In the context.
I don't know who you
I
are.
didn't.
Okay.
The person who just saved your life. Hello, hi. Shakes hand.
Gleam, you chose these people? There were few choices. And
I need you to keep your mouth shut, Gleam.
And
If I
Glister
remember
says, "Listen-"
correctly, you ran, got trapped, and then ran back again. You do not have the words to speak back to me right now.
and she kind of looks to you and says, right.
All right, we've gotten on the wrong foot. My name is Erebus. Erebus is shy. This is
And of course, you're the first one to introduce yourself. That makes sense. Thank you.
But of course, you don't want to get through all the unmentionables first. This is Scrags, and I will point at the hooded figure.
Scrags.
Scrags, introduce yourself.
This was a very mistake. I should not have been given these features.
Nope.
Well, what do you want to know?
How do you do that? Well, just
Scrags is fine. Thank you. And this
and I'll look
beanie-covered
at
one?
Volric.
Volric Zool.
Volric, and then the one who can change horses.
Hello! I'm Dottie.
Okay. And you did not have an eclipse for Endelin?
No,
What the hell's an
No.
eclipse?
hold on, Dottie. They just explained it. I kind of give them off for explaining it. Secondly, we didn't know it was a requirement for murdering. We normally just murder a free reign.
That
With fire.
might work with many, but not with the bitter end. She will be here until the bitter end, and for her bitter end is in the presence of an eclipse.
Are you familiar with the, I don't know, sky? What would you call it? Astrology? When's the next eclipse?
Well, that's not what I had planned. Blame Sky Guy for this, okay? Just saying.
I was about to say,
Sky guy!
who's speaking? Who's speaking? Who's speaking?
Alright. Um, she says, in a regular Glister voice, she says, I'm so thrown off right now. Okay. She says, well, I was hoping once Glee was here that we could make an arrangement because, I mean, she's got a moon mask. I've got a sun mask. There's also a moon prop somewhere in here earlier on. I've noticed in one of her auguries. I was hoping a symbol would do the trick.
Interesting.
Been suggested that should be good enough. I mean, she
And
did.
if the symbol doesn't work, do you know when the next eclipse would be?
No, I have no idea. I've been inside the prison for far too long. And on that note, what is your plan? Are you planning on taking me with you? And Gleam says, no, not indeed
But
not.
I'm not intending on taking. We're not intending on taking you with wherever they're going. I think they're going to the palace. So I think we're done here. I think it's time to go home. And I saw a way.
Hold on. If you think that you're the key to dispatching Bitter End, I don't think it's the best idea that you...
Why are you the key to... Oh my goodness, you're a moon, you're a sun,
Yeah.
an eclipse. Oh.
And they just both look at you like, you need to rest. Let's talk after a rest.
I'm
Are you
fine.
Are you running away during the rest? I'm fine, like literally fine. I am
I have those
100%.
spells.
I'm
And
touched.
Glister will
felt
say,
up by
in
a
honor
unicorn."
of you taking care of me and getting me out, and seemingly with no danger, no, I will not leave. I will wait until we have it out.
All right, let's rest to get spell slots back and.
Like Balric leans back, passes out. He's
Um,
out.
Thankfully,
He's
you're not
out
on the
like a
balcony,
light.
so just had to double check that. Okay, good. Good.
I spelled my feather fall reaction. I'm good.
Now, Scrags, you went back up to that other side. Are you also going to check out that door that you noticed the magic through?
Yep, I'm going in.
All right.
You little looty.
Let's see
Lucy
here.
McLootface. Also, did we see any magic on the witches? I don't think we did. On the hags. On the hag body.
On the hag
Oh.
body, which would be Bavlorna Blight Straw. So let me go do a quick little peek, see, because that's true. If there were to be
But
any, you should find it.
I'm going everywhere around here.
I'll search it.
I'm
Well-
searching everywhere. I'm just tipping stuff into my pockets. I don't care.
I really
Right.
like the idea that Scrax is what he uses.
Preferably
tech
if there's a
magic.
pack of cigarettes, maybe a kettle somewhere.
Oh,
That's what
Scrax
those are
uses
too.
detect
Well, I mean,
magic. It's
squirt
kinda
the
like
oil
Pet
can
Bite.
is still in your pocket, Scrags.
Well, Squirt the oil can is now my heist mate. So he is.
Excuse me.
nice.
He has a little. What is it called? I'm forgetting my words. Pirates have them. Eye patch. He's a little hat, and I'm teaching him to use thieves' tools.
Marvelous. So
now
as
we're going around.
okay, so in this space, what you notice, let me hang on. Oh, I lost my description. Hang on a
Oh,
second.
paper birds! I'm putting them all in my pockets.
You're not going to be able to right off the top. Sorry, you got in there really fast, and I got just. Oh, I am distractible. Who am I kidding? I'm ADHD. Okay, we're good to go. So, let's see here. Where's my lovely little? Okay, so in this space, as you walk in, there's you see bookshelves lining the back of this wall. There's and what's interesting is on the bookshelves, it's not so much books as it is little bottles, little glass vials that seem to have little crackling spurts of lightning inside them. There's also an open archway that leads to the other balcony that was out here. And you can look out that balcony and see the amphitheater about 40 feet below you as well. You also see a large wooden desk in here, atop which you see a bunch of parchment that flutters under a stone paperweight, like that looks like a toad. Scattered across this desk, you also see ink pots and ink-stained quills. You looking under the rafters near the desk, you see a rusty cage that holds 3 paper birds that are just kind of flittering around inside this rusty cage like moths.
Okay. I'm going to use my last first level spell slot to turn myself into Bitter End, disguise self, and I
Okay.
shall claim this as my own.
All right.
I'll open up all of the wardrobes. I'll start all of these lightning jars in our mind.
Okay, so you have roll for me a D8. Nope, sorry, I lied. That's not fair. Go 3D4. That's a better one. Just because I don't want to have to decide how many you're going to get, the dice are 7 bottles of bottled lightning, which
Oh goodness.
yeah. So I'm going to see if that's actually in my lovely little book, little compendium here. So, bottled. It should be. Nope, it's not. Okay, so I'll have to make a stat block or a object for you. But the bottled lightning. You can actually hurl a bottle. Any creature that with your Arcana check, with your arcane abilities to see this, you now get the sense that you can either drink this or throw it.
If I drink it, am I blowing up?
Yes.
I'm putting it into my loot sack. I have a sack that says loot on it, and I'm going to just put everything in there. I'm going to try to shake the cage.
Okay.
And then try to grab in and take the paper birds.
Sure.
And put them into the bag.
Well, the paper birds, as soon as you grasp them, they stop moving, in your bitter end form, and they're not they're just not sheets of parchment.
Do they say anything on them?
They do.
Ooh.
So you open
Do I know
one.
how to read?
That is a good question. Sure, you know how to read. So you open one of them up, and it says, "Dearest Scab, Mummy's little warlock spy was happy to betray her companions and reveal that Kellic, Zargash, and the others are conspiring to betray us. But fear not, their plots will not succeed. Even now, an outside force promises to rid us of the whole stinking lot. What's important is that the cauldron remains safe. Let me know how you wish to proceed. Your beloved sister, Endolin."
I shall call for a grown-up. Dottie! Get your ass in here!
What?
Bloody useless wizard.
I'm not a wizard.
There's
They're not a wizard!
Scribbles everywhere. I want the scribbles off my paper. Come on.
I'm coming.
This is gonna be beautiful paper for the toilet later on. Come on, quick.
Oh my god.
Elvis, books. Other one.
Is the little one
Learn
talking?
my name, you little shit.
Other one, get in here. I found some crap.
You know my name, you little shit.
Ooh, some crap.
Found
I'm
lots
gonna
of crap.
start looking through it.
So you show to them this paper, and as you hand over the paper to Dottie, it starts to kind of flitter and try to get out of your grasp,
I'll
Dottie.
take it back again, but
Okay.
I will show it to her.
Okay. And so you're able to read the exact same message I just read out. There are still 2 more paper birds, by the way.
I will put it back in the cage, take out another one, open it up.
Okay. Lord Kellic, I have written a new play titled The Agonies of Aligarthus. It's a tragic tale inspired by real-life misfortune that I think you might enjoy. You and the other members of the League of Malevolence are invited to Motherhorn to watch a live performance. Your missing colleague, Skilla, has been my guest for some time, but I'm afraid she has worn out her welcome. In exchange for my generosity, I'm hoping you can take her off my hands. Until our next meeting. End.
There's that League of Malevolence again.
I will do the same with the third one. Putting the second one back in before I take the third one. Closing the cage.
My darling Bav, Scab had the horn, but either lost it or forgot where she hid it. Her head is so full of cobwebs. Imagine what she'll be like when she's senile. Your favorite sister, End.
I was ready to throw a hand. I was like, how dare you?
I'm gonna look under the turtle. It was a turtle, was it?
There was a toad. Yep.
Toad. I'm gonna look under the toad and see if anything's written on the parchment there.
It doesn't appear to be anything there.
I'm gonna touch one of the papers. Step back.
No change. But there's no ink on it, so you now have toilet paper if you need it.
Hmm.
Hell
Is there any
yeah.
books? You said there was books. What do the books kind of look like?
So it's not actually books. It's just a bookshelf with all the bottles of lightning on it. There are
Um,
tons of books still downstairs, though.
Are there any cupboards? Drawers?
Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, please.
I shall touch myself. Alright.
Uh-huh.
Right. Oh, that's a 20. So with a D4, that's a 21.
And what you see with a 21, which is a pretty darn good roll, you do see that at the top, this room, while it has the bookshelves, it has the desk, it has the balcony out front. Looking up to the top, you actually note it's not a stone ceiling in this space. It's a wooden ceiling.
We can go up.
Do I see a way to get up?
Well, you see implements you can use to get up, but it's only about 10 feet tall, so it's not hard to get to the top there. You just have to stack so you can
Is
lift
there
yourself up.
any
Or maybe
Can I
magic?
use acrobatics to like flip my way up?
I was about to say it.
I would be okay with that. Yeah. But there's you also have to, find something to open though too. So I mean, like if you do acrobatics now, you're going to acrobatics yourself into the ceiling. There's nothing open. So you'll probably want to climb on things to try to find something if there is something to be found, which there is actually with Scraggs' help.
I will get the other one.
Do you see a way up?
Wait, Ervis, stand on the other one and maybe we can have a look around.
This one? What?
Scraggs is
one.
gesturing to Volric.
Other
Uh-huh.
one, get in here.
Oh, Volric.
Oh, we have the table as well. We can just stand on the table and have a look.
I'm going to kill you. You know my name.
Don't know what you're talking about, other one.
I'm
Mr. Ow
You, Volric, you feel something just kind of lay on your shoulder, and you look over and you see a leaf. And Amador is beside you, says, "Let him call you whatever he wants. It doesn't matter."
crack Snuggles. You don't have to stand in the door. I have to deal with
Listen
this
to the
one.
plant.
Listen to the plan.
He's more than
Alright,
just
I'm on the
plant.
table. I'm on the table. I'm looking around for the opening.
Okay,
How
so you're
dare
able,
you.
you get up on the table, you start feeling around, and you do feel a loose plank that you can actually. It's not like there's a door, but you do feel like you could actually take the planks off.
Oh.
Okay, I'll take out my
Treasure.
rapier
Okay.
and like hopefully hold it like by the not burny end, like in the middle of it.
Okay. Okay, so as you do, as you kind of try to push around, go ahead and just roll me. I don't know. Let's go with.
Deck saving
I
throw.
don't, go with an attack. Go with an attack. Why not?
Attack. Okay. I'm gonna turn off sneak attack and booming blade.
Yeah. And
Nine.
yeah, okay, you're able to kind of
Ouch.
poke and push around, and you do get a little bit of light. A little bit of dust kind of puff out from it, so you do know that there's an open cavity above it. But yeah, your rapier's not going to do it.
All right. Put it back.
Right. I know I've said this a few times. No one tosses a dwarf. Ervis, toss me into the roof.
All right. I'm not the biggest man, but I'll try.
You're going to throw Scraggs into this still covered roof.
Yes.
All
Where
right.
the plank is,
Where the
I'm
plank
aiming for the
is,
plank.
and I'm.
Throw
I
me-
said that, but Aramis is bigger than most elves you've seen, so.
Roll me an athletics check.
All
Oh, that's gonna be
15.
bad. That's not too
15.
bad.
That was my DC. So can you also
You
please
have
roll for me a
Permanently
D6?
damaged Scrags.
Scrags comes down a little dumber.
Roll for me a D6, Aravis.
A D6. Got
You
it.
got this.
6.
Oh,
Full
yes.
damage.
Nice.
Is
So
high good?
So Scrags reaches out their arms up in their cloak to you while you're standing on the desk. You pick them up like a toddler and yeet them into the ceiling. And you just like crack, and the plank does break and chip apart. But Scrags also doesn't go through it. They fall instead and take 6 points of damage. They hit a bookshelf, a desk, and a ground on their way down.
No.
Hey, you opened it.
So you can now lift yourself up and in if you want.
Yeah, I'd like to use acrobatics to like flip myself in.
All right.
I am also following suit.
I
So-
still passed my.
27.
And what you see as you get up in here, and you kind of try to check your footholds as you get up here because you're now standing on the planks that you just obliterated with Scraggs' head. You can kind of get your footholds in here, and looking up and around this space, it looks as though it has been a boarded up belfry of some sort. In fact, you do see this large copper bell, about probably, sorry, not copper, silver bell that's got about a 25-foot long rope. The bell is way up, and you do see this rope coming down from about 25 feet. You could just pull on it and theoretically ring the bell. And with your elven eyes, you do see elven script on the inside of the bell, which you can clearly see from here.
I will read it. As I
Okay.
am able to.
It takes you a couple of moments because it is a bit of a distance and a little bit of a squint, but your perception is plenty good enough to be able to do this. Toll the bell within this spire to journey to your heart's desire.
Ah, is that so? I will call down to everyone. Everyone, I think we might have a shortcut to the palace.
Is that so?
Why did you suddenly start laughing for no reason?
It's kind of creepy.
Oh, it was for reasons.
Oh.
And I will climb down and say, but we should probably rest before that.
Agreed.
Yeah. I think I want to have a look around and see if I can find any more crap.
I will stay here and just make sure
Oh.
no one arrives or tries to ring the bell.
So that ornithopter is no longer there. When the unicorn bamfed Erebus back, he bamfed Erebus and not the ornithopter. So the ornithopter is
Okay.
now descending down into the cavernous depths below Mount Motherhorn. You could recover it. You'd have to go for it though. Meanwhile, so you guys are all kind of settling up shop except for Scraggs. Is that correct?
I hope so. I'm just going to spend 10 minutes looking around at the books, looking around at everything we've seen, any magical stuff.
Okay, so do you want to finish the top level, or do you want to go to the other places first?
I'll finish the top level, this level first, and then I'll go down.
Okay, so this level here, there is in fact actually another set of double doors that you can get into if you so chose.
Yep, that'll do it.
And as you,
I'm still looking like a
You know what,
small
I will
version
have-
of Mother Night.
I did miss something, mostly because while you were walking around, you were going fast, and I missed this one thing. As
Oh,
you were
sorry.
walking around with that's okay, with your detect magic earlier on, you would have noticed that these doors have an abjuration spell on it.
Right. Amador, come over here, please.
You remember
Amador-
the planned, but you don't remember my fucking name. I say how it is. Shit.
Amador comes over dandelion petals starting to grow back and all, and looks to you and says, "Yes."
Do you like gold? I'll make you a bet.
It doesn't matter too much
I'll
to me.
bet you that you can't open this door. I'll bet you can't.
And he looks up at the door.
No, wait, stop. I can't allow that.
Maybe I
can't.
maybe I can. Maybe I can. I can try.
No, wait. Wait, no, that's not
Be
right.
very, very aware. Bulwark's best friend is that fucking flower. If you kill him, I'll kill you without.
Why are we killing the flower? What?
Valric, come over here. I'll have something for you.
What do you want now, you little shit? Now that you said my name, I'm suspicious.
There's some magic behind this door. Something powerful.
So why the hell are you asking me?
He wanted me to try, and Amador looks at the door and just kind of puts their leafy hand on the door handle just to see if they can figure something out. And immediately,
I'm stepping back.
Through the door, you see, well, it looks like some sort of large black, almost translucent, fleshy thing just suddenly shoves at all three of you guys being beside the door. I need you guys to all roll for me a strength saving throw.
I'm going to fucking murder you!
I'm not good at strength saving throws.
We are so fucking lucky that I have my shit back, because I would have had a -4 to my saving throw!
Oh, 19.
Oh, say, can we...
Alright. With your particular penchants for trickery, you expected something, not to mention the fact that you already detected the abjuration spell. And so, as soon as you realize Amador goes to touch the door and see something kind of shimmer beside you, you step around the corner, and whatever it was misses you, but you get a really good look at it, Scrags. It is a large blackened version of... Are you trying to reset dice? Because that's not working.
I was about to... No, sorry. It wasn't showing up for me, and then they all popped up at the same time, and I was like, oh
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, just
sorry.
give it... Computers and patience, dude. It's the internet. Anyway, so you see a large 10-foot version of Endelin's hand shove Valric and Amador over the balcony. Scrags, your turn. Could you please roll for me 2d6?
I saved.
I know you did. I know, but you're the one who kind of caused the damage. Well, you didn't really cause the damage, but I'm still making you do it anyway.
That 2d6 is from me strangling you in the air.
You guys both go ass end over tea kettle over the balcony and land smack on the pavement below. Now down one level, taking both of you, Amador and you, Volric, taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage as you land. But you're now down about level.
His head outside the door. Dottie, what's going on out there?
I don't know. I think that's fine.
Dottie, we need you.
This is at the exact moment when the Dottie comes out. Fucking Amador is trying to hold Volric back, and Volric's going mental. He's ready to fucking
you can see him down below the balcony because they're on the bottom level below.
I have a 3rd level spell which I'm going to use. I'm going to cast a spell magic on the door.
I like it. Okay, give me 1 second. I can look something up here.
After those two have been knocked off.
I'm going to wring your little neck and you
It's
little
all
goblin
mine.
freak.
You don't even know I knew that was going to happen.
I'm going to kill you while you stab.
I'm thinking in my head.
Let me shoot him at the door. Let me fucking shoot him.
And you cast this at 3rd level, you said?
I only have 3rd level slots.
Okay.
So 3rd level spell.
I need you to roll for me a make an ability check using your for you wisdom. Make a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Would I be, because I knew I was going to be casting this, would I be allowed to cast guidance on myself?
Yeah, for sure.
Knowing that I'm casting dispel magic.
That one
So
makes
it's a
sense to me.
wisdom check. So that's just the standard wisdom here, I think. 14 plus guidance would be
And
16.
so with that, you're able to kind of, seeing that hand pushing it off, you can respond, give yourself a little bit of a touch and respond, and basically you punch through this hand and it just dissipates in smoke. And the abjuration spell is now gone.
I will go through the door. I will call the rest of the gang. Scooby Scrags and the gang.
Yeah,
And I'll allow
Ulrich is not only directly
Volric and
behind you.
Amador come upstairs.
All right.
Come
Oh,
on.
you'll allow it. Fucking, I'm gonna get this. Like, I'm dangerously close to punching you in the face.
There is magic. Magic. I can detect it. Loads of magic inside. Quick.
And so as
Don't
you
lie,
step in, what you see immediately after a little bit of a corridor, about 30-foot corridor before it opens up into this large space, and what you see, scores of wooden marionettes hanging from the ceiling and along the walls of this somewhat odd-shaped room. Near the entrance are two alcoves to the left and to the right. One contains a bare table. The other one is holding a wooden chest with some tiny clawed feet underneath the chest. Further in the room, you see a large wicker basket surrounded by miniature toy birds. You also see hourglasses all around the walls, just scores of them.
Any magic?
Let's see here. Let me get all the way through it. Whenever... Okay, and you actually, as you come in, you actually notice as one of the hourglasses runs out, a mechanical contraption comes and flips it back over, so it continues to spin it. So you hear this steady hiss in the room, like white noise, just of the grains of sand in all of these maybe hundreds of hourglasses. You do see a large glass-doored wardrobe with a jade eye embedded in its cornice on the far side of the room in the wide alcove over here. Okay. In terms of magical items, do you notice anything in here? Well, your detect magic will, I guess it'll still be up, but only just.
Detect magic lasts for 10 minutes, I believe, doesn't it?
We'll cast it again. It's not an issue.
Yeah,
It's a
for
ritual.
sure. So for treasure chest, you will see that there is a treasure chest that does have a little bit of magic being in it.
I will point out everything to everyone, especially this glass eye. Glass eyes are important.
Does the chest look trapped in any way?
Well, you're all in there. As you guys all step in, the first I need you guys to you guys aren't stealthing in here at all. So immediately as you guys walk into this space, all of these dangling marionettes, they kind of all seem to turn on their strings and start shouting in this clamor of voices. Intruders! 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 Intruders!
Show myself as a miniature bitter end, is it?
Yep. Okay, go ahead and roll for me a deception check.
And I'll say, shut up!
But not with advantage. Even though you're disguised.
No.
Okay,
15.
so 15's good. Yeah, 15's good enough. They all kind of stop, and what you notice as they're kind of moving and just looking at you, and actually not so much at you, they're looking at the rest of your party that's in this space instead. What they see what you see is, or notice a little bit, is the nature of the strings that hold them to the roof are that the strings are moving on their own.
Magical.
And then it occurs to you, it almost looks like it's hair.
Yeah.
I'll start calling out random names to see if any of the marionette puppets respond.
Okay.
Barbara.
John, Philip, Barbara, Wild
Janine.
Eyes,
No
Bob.
response.
Stringies, Pinocchio, Marion.
Here.
It.
While while he's doing that, I'm gonna go over to the chest and use my thief tools to try and open it.
Okay. Now, Erebus asked if it's trapped first, so Erebus, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
That's a good idea to check.
All right.
Dottie, why aren't you in here?
Dottie
Getting
is in there.
fireballed.
Doesn't seem like it.
Do you want some help?
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be trapped,
Let me
but it
double
is
check.
definitely locked.
All
Open
right.
it.
I'll let Dottie Della check it.
All right, go ahead
Why
and roll
am I
for me a
so-
straight investigation check.
Okay. Mine's not much better, but we'll try it.
I agree, it isn't much better.
Well, it's a nat one, which is good for me.
You did get better.
It is better. It is better. Oof. Okay.
So that means,
Yeah.
do I take the 17 or do I reroll?
Oh, it's
you're
doing
a-
the funny
you're
things
a
on my screen.
halfling. I just keep forgetting.
Where's my pot of gold? Why can't that show? Why is that not showing? Hang on a second, folks. Bling, and where is my lovely thing? Sorry, guys.
Gucci. Meanwhile, we can discuss at length of how I'm going to murder Scraggs. So I'm going to start with pinning him to the wall.
There we go. Yeah, we're putting the
Very
cauldron up
off
instead
on
right now,
me.
guys. There we go. Because for whatever reason, my roll for wishes bar is being funny, but I got the cauldron, so it's 100. That's where we're at right now in the roll for wishes campaign. Okay, so investigating this with a 4, it really does not look trapped.
But I'm a
She's a
halfling.
halfling.
It
So
still does
she
not look
rerolls
trapped,
ones.
actually.
Alright.
It does look particularly well locked, though.
Okay, it's probably fine.
All right, I'll give it a try.
I'm literally using my thief's tools on it right now, dude.
Yeah, go for it. So Thieves' Tools check.
I don't
Ulrich.
know. How do I do that? Is it
It should be in your sheet, Thieves' Tools, and you use. Do you have a proficiency in sleight of hand?
yes, I do believe.
It's the same thing. Just go for it then.
Oh, okay. Cool.
If
That's
you
a
have
plus-
proficiency in it.
That's a +7 then. So boop.
Okay, so 21. So you're able to. You're able to get your Thieves' Tools into this lock, and it feels particularly intricate, and like you had to work pretty hard to actually get just that last little tumbler, and just lifts it up, and do a little bit of a jimmy, and the lock releases and opens up, and you can now open up the full chest with this lovely little tiny clawed feet. And inside, what you see first of all is a black sack. You also see what appears to be 8 bottles of some sort of liquor. You do see the weirdest thing that you see in here is a hand that has been obviously detached from its original owner, is withered and has a ring on it, and that's the one, Scraggs. That's the thing that you notice is producing some form of magic. You also see that it's clutching a roll of parchment.
Like Volric picks it up like a dead cat, just like ew, and like tosses it, and then like looks at the.
The parchment drops and the hand drops all outside of the chest.
Oh, great. Takes the parchment, opens it up.
It says in Elvish,
I can read Elvish. Dab, dab, dab,
Okay.
dab, dab,
"The Agonies of Aligarthus, a 3-act tragedy by Endlin Moongrave." And yeah, and then you kind of open up more of the scroll, and there's nothing, just the title. No scripts, no setting, no scene, no lines, nothing.
Dottie, look at
Here's
this
a-
shit.
Any magic from it?
Not from the script, no, but from the ring on the hand, yes.
I will point out the magic.
I will take the ring then.
Okay. Let me do I have to do one quick little look up, see if it's in my sheets and stuff. Otherwise, I have to go and tell you about it by words.
By words, holy god.
I know. You have to remember words.
Who needs work when you have
There it
the
is.
internet?
Oh, it is in
am I
my
right?
it is in my compendium. How marvelous. Okay, hang on.
Oh,
Okay.
sick.
Yeah. So this ring, it looks like it's like a almost like a tungsten ring with purple gems, and if you actually, and there's one large gem inset on this ring as well.
Ooh.
All square kind of gemstones that have been polished off, but the large one, it almost looks as though inside it there is a little tiny universe inside that gem. And
Oh,
you can
I'm
actually even
keeping
see like a
this.
shooting star flying through it.
I'm gonna put it on.
All right.
I think this is cute. I'm gonna put it on my
Marvelous.
middle finger. I'm putting it on my middle finger because I'm classy. And
After an hour, I
You
will
are
give you
now
the sheet.
mind controlled.
oh shit! Dab dab dab.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna look at the rest of these. Well, I'm gonna hand the parchment over to Dottie or whoever's beside me.
Dottie, I'll
I
be
did-
beside you.
I'll take a look.
I'll give it to them, and then I'm going to look through the rest of these bottles. Probably giving one to Erebus, and then looking up another one that's probably the same? Question mark.
They all these bottles look the same, and as you pull it out,
Hmm.
it looks like it's some form of a fine elven wine.
I open it up, give it a wee whiff.
Dibs.
Oh, it's good.
Dottie, I don't think you should have this. You're still recovering. Puts the cork back on.
No.
I will keep my bottle corked. And is there any iconography or writing or paper on it?
There is a script on it, and it says let's see here. I have to make this up just a little bit. That's what we're gonna go with. We're gonna go the Fruit of the Moon wine.
Oh, I love it.
Fruit of the Moon wine, and it actually does taste very good. It's got a good solid woody kind of initial flavor, but in a fruity aftertaste. Conjures up slight sensations of moss, like kind of this earthy tone that comes with it as well. So it's a very well made wine.
Very made by wood elves, obviously. Obvi.
It's not in a gold bottle, so it wasn't made by high elves.
Well, actually, Aravis, roll for me a history check.
Oh my god. I made a joke. It was a joke.
History, and I am proficient in it, but I also rolled a 5, so.
So yeah, the map. There's a map. It looks like somebody has put a map as kind of the extra picture, like just for advertising purposes. Not like anything special, but it does look slightly familiar. Just not really connecting right now.
Well, I do start like there's 6 bottles in this, right?
There's 8. And
eight?
Amador actually reaches over your shoulders and grabs 3 of them and says, "I think Gleaming Blister should reconnect," and just walks out of the room with them.
Why is there a third one then? Hello? Why are you
I
taking
need
a
one
third
too.
You can't drink, Amador.
Then I get one to myself.
Sounds like a challenge. Do you want a challenge?
Dottie, take my challenge.
Dottie takes a quick swig.
I give Dottie like
It's-
a bottle. I was like, take my challenge. Go.
I'm
bring that
putting my
power.
bottle away.
All right. Cool. Scrags,
Those are
are you
rooms.
taking a bottle by any chance?
I'll take a bottle. I
Okay,
mean,
is that-
I'll take I'll take a bottle.
How many bottles are there?
There's 8.
There's
8.
8. So far,
there's 3
7 have been
away.
claimed.
So everyone gets.
7
We'll drink
people.
one while we rest.
Yeah, there's all of us get one, but I don't want one.
Okay.
So.
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this because I feel like this is something Scrags would do, and Scrags, you can overrule me if you want. You grab one for Shimo.
Pour one out for the boy.
That's so much more touching than what I was gonna say.
I shall pull out Shimo's mask, and as I'm glugging one, I'll do a little bit to the side. I'll put some in his mouth, and
I'll
On that
give
note-
I'll give mine to Scrags because like Falric doesn't drink, so he'll give it to Scraggs like that
Alright.
Fukushima or whatever.
On that note, Leolar's given us a hydrate
Nice.
check. So really well
hydrate.
timed. Nice shout
So
out to you.
there's nothing
Wait.
else magical in this whole bloody area? Oh, well,
Not in
downstairs
this-
we can check.
You know, there is in this
Hold on.
space.
I have to get a drink. Hold on.
No, what you see for the most part in here is there is something
what?
magical.
What about the ring?
No, nothing else is magical. The ring Volric took and put on his hand,
And
and
nothing happened?
that not yet.
No one talk about how I ran out of that room. Don't talk about it.
When he attunes, he's going to like be mind controlled forever.
The only thing the only other thing in this space that seems to be magical is that are the strings that hold the dangling marionettes above your head, all just eerily watching you as you're moving around this space.
I would
know
so
what?
love to leave this
Screw it.
place.
I am cutting down a few of those marionette puppets.
All right,
I'm
roll for me some
confused.
attacks.
I don't care. I've got my +1. Let's cut their strings.
You're gonna make a little necklace out of it.
24. Yeah, definitely. So you do a big jump up at them and you just swipe through. And I'm using a very seldom used DM tool called cleaving through creatures, where with that 24 and the 22 and the 18, really, you just cleave through one into the next, into the next, into the next with the same swipe. So DMs are allowed to rule that if they want to. So the cleaving through
Am
creatures,
I going to?
you're gonna cut them all
Am I
down,
going-
and they're just gonna fall like wooden puppets, unanimated on the ground.
Screw it. I am going to use as I leave the room, I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast Spiritual Weapon and just tell it to cut down all of them
Nice.
the next minute.
Sure, and it'll just take its
I
time
have
and
no
do it.
spell slots
All
left.
right, let's rest, and
Yeah, I
then
think it's rest time.
I can show you all the bell.
But wait, did we see anything about the mirror
You could check it out if you would
Um,
like to.
and the eye?
Look,
So if you look at
lads,
the
no
eye-
harm to you, but I need a better weapon than this.
Okay.
Like, you all guys have like cool stuff. Dottie has a beanie. Scraggs has his entire kit. Erebus is literally decked out to the high heavens with swords, and daggers, and fiery things. I have a bow. I need something in here.
As you
Get me
approach the
something.
wardrobe, this jade eye appears to be closed, but opens as you get close to it. And doing so doesn't really seem to provide any other type of effect. You can open the door to this wardrobe now if you want.
I'll
Oh, I
open
thought-
the
I
door.
thought it
Throw
was.
into initiative, so help me.
All right, so
I
you
thought
open
it
the door.
was.
You open the
I
door,
thought
and I
it-
actually have to look things up here now. So
I thought it was every time we open and close the door, like the eyeball opens and closes. So it was
I
like,
thought I had this open for you guys. Sorry, guys.
I shall, in order to quieten, in order to
Stinking
quieten everything down, I will take off my elven cloak and hand it over.
Okay. So what do they see when you do so?
They see my black cloak. Which way
I knew it!
Yes, double cloaks.
And
Double quick
I
jump on a Tuesday afternoon.
shall hand over my
There it is.
cloak to Volric.
Uh.
Now, you do's what I tells you to. And I give him the cloak.
This
It-
stinks.
It stinks, but it is the material is this fine velvet green material that doesn't make a sound as you pick it up.
It's
don't really
very
know.
special. It does this.
It does. Insert
It does
things here.
this.
Hands of a pamphlet.
Oh my god! You know what? Volwork goes down and goes like, "Thank you very much, Scraggs. That actually means a lot. Even though you're a little shit, you're cute sometimes."
Now, let's open up this and get this fight over with. I
No.
know something's coming.
Well, maybe we shouldn't fight. Like a unicorn bonked me today. Like I'm not going to get more bonks from a unicorn. No harm. It's not happening.
Yeah. Okay, so
Fine.
guys, I need to take a quick moment here for a second because I have guests here for a brief moment. So we're going to take a miniature break, and we will be right back.
Here,
That was
there must be
the
stuff.
length of the break. We're done.
We can always come back and kill hags again.
That's
Yeah.
all right. So I'm going to carry on with this right now. We're going to go like this. We're going to say, Scraggs, you open up the wardrobe now. And inside the wardrobe, you see all manner of small, odd trinkets. Some of them wood carved, some of them made out of glass, some of them made out of just like fabric art kind of ideas. And one of
So
them,
weak.
as you're now looking over the shoulder, Volric. Oh shoot! I have to go and look something up here real quick for you, Volric. I thought I had them all, but I didn't. Hang on, where did I put it for you? Volric's channel. There's Volric's channel.
There's one of all of us just sitting there, just all of us going like.
Well, almost. Actually, coming and looking over the shoulder too. I gotta find Volric's
Shut your
messages
mouth.
to me.
Shut
Where
your
is
mouth.
Volric? Where is your?
Do you want me to send you all of my stuff?
Yeah, if
again?
you just send me, something in your in your DMs, then I'll find it much faster.
Oh,
But
are we doing
Dottie,
it?
looking over the shoulder, what you notice immediately is this odd fabric art of a fire.
Oh.
Why?
That's one of the first things you notice. You also notice let's see here. You also notice this really strange doll that looks like it's got a finger pressed over top of its lips like this. Thank you, by the way, Volk. And
I'm taking the fire one.
okay,
Oh, hold on. Wait, are these all dedicated to us? Am I the drama?
there's
Am
a whole
I
bunch. There's
the
like there's hundreds of these trinkets, but these are the
Wow.
ones that grab your attention.
Because the one
Are these
going.
trinkets that people lost?
Because
And
it could be Erebus the Shy. This is what I'm thinking. Metagaming, I know, but
okay, hang on. You rolled an 8 on that. I gotta find that in the book. Where's that book? Hang on. There's so many things going on here.
Wait, so-
Erebus didn't ever
could
have
see
this
you-
issue, I don't think. But maybe
I
I'm
can
wrong.
actually see you stressing out.
Well, there's just in this campaign there are so many things, and I thought I had it all written down in a single spot, but that was not. That was obviously not the case.
Maybe you weren't
Um,
expecting Scraggs to open up
Oh.
the wardrobe that was clearly a trap.
Oh, I see. So you
And then the Rubik's Cube.
Volvark, you're immediately drawn to what appears to be a ruler.
A what?
A ruler, a measurement
Nice.
device.
Nice. Maybe now you can measure your
this-
distances properly.
Dottie, as you pick up the little fire, there's a warmth in your heart. Something that you've been longing for a long time seems to just
Set
make more
everyone on
sense.
fire.
You've been
No.
I can
developing fireballs and fire bolts and scorching rays, all in compensation for something you now feel you don't even need to do that anymore.
Because
I can make fire naturally now.
Oh, you found what you lost.
Yeah.
I lost a fucking ruler. I pick. No.
As you
I pick the
as you
ruler.
pick it up, Volric grows 3 inches.
You
You lost.
bastards! My heart! I've
What?
returned!
Did he shrink at all during some point?
They stole my
You
height!
have never noticed him to be a different height than what you ever. He's always been the same height to you. but Volric starts cheering for suddenly feeling a 3 inches taller.
He had
Apparent-
small man syndrome. That's why he kept on trying to fight everyone. That's what it was.
He was
That's
one
what
of
it
those
was.
short kings.
Oh my
He
god,
was
Now-
guys,
just
I just
a
feel so
DeVito.
liberated. Thank you so much.
Sure. Oh.
Are you
And
saying you regained what you lost?
Yeah, my height. It was very fun. Lost it to some little asshole back in the day.
Right.
Hmm.
and you guys,
I start
and-
looking through it.
as you do this, particularly Dottie, this is what really connects for you. You look over to the mask that Scrags has been trying to feed a little bit of wine to, and realize there's a flute in this cabinet.
Ah! I'm gonna cry!
Nice.
I'm gonna take the flute and hold it up to the mask and just kind of hit it a little bit.
Scrags will put the mask on his face and try to
Can you play
blow
flute
into
now?
the flute.
And the mask just inanimately.
Okay, we'll try this later. I promise.
But you do still
I-
also like you were still also drawn to that doll that had the finger over the lips.
I'll touch that as well.
So you pick it up, you grasp it, and you realize it's been a long time since you actually stopped saying things that were inside your head out loud.
I can,
Oh.
Screaming, pissing, crying.
She has an inner monologue now.
I can lie
Wait.
now.
Wait, can I tie ropes? Oh my god, wait, hold on.
You
Can
go
I tie
looking
a
inside
knot?
there. You look inside there, and you look for something, and you do see a sailor's knot. Actually, you see like a string of like 12 sailor's knots.
Motherfucker. I'm gonna kill-
That's amazing.
You
I
pull one
see
out, and
this.
immediately you start fiddling with this thing, and sure enough, straighten out.
Oh, thank Christ. Wait, that means my money's in here! And I'm gonna keep looking for my money.
There's no coin in here.
No!
I'm gonna. Seeing this, Aravis is going to near frantically start looking through this for anything that triggers anything and see if he fails or not.
Okay, so now this is where I have challenges because I don't see it on my notes with you, as to whether or not you actually had anything along these lines. So
No, I wasn't at the carnival, so if it's connected to the carnival,
right,
I
and
wouldn't.
that would be it.
No, it's
No, this would be actually a
no.
lot further back. But hang on.
when you were a
Look-
child.
It
Oh!
depends on whether it's connected to Flethen anyway. But he's still
No.
frantically gonna look through it.
No, what you're gonna look through here, and you're gonna see all sorts of trinkets. None of them seem to call out to you. None of them seem to speak to you in any way.
Not even
So-
a heart for his cold, heartless body.
Well, and Scrags, you looking in here trying to get the same kind of semblance of
No, I
fulfillment
won't
that
find
Dottie and Volric have had. You know,
I
you
has my fulfillment right here. I has my coin.
and even as you do that, it still feels like it's detached from you somewhat. You're still trying, like you feel closer than you've ever been, but it still just doesn't have that full connection.
So you see Aravis, like he's piled everything out, and eventually he just sits against the wall and rubs his forehead. I shouldn't have gotten so excited.
What were
You
you
alright,
looking
Aravis?
for, Aravis? Dottie got her flame back and her inner monologue.
Mhm.
The other one, he got tying ropes. What did you get? What were you looking for?
I didn't get anything. I was looking for my personality, but
Oh,
it
that's
eludes
right.
me
Yeah, you don't have
still.
any. Yeah. That's terrible not having a personality. Being shy all the time.
Only we and our pat him on the back can attest to such things.
Because
Yeah.
you used to be a
Yeah.
super dope wizard, right?
Scrags, I think that was a really rude of you.
I
think
was
you should apologize for
naturally
saying that.
talented, but I
Yeah.
wouldn't say I was
But now you're talentless,
advanced.
are you?
talented.
But now
What?
you're talented less.
Yes, I have to rely
That's
on
not
stabbing
common.
people instead of
That's terrible. To lose
manipulating
all
them.
your talent like that must be devastating to you.
As you guys are going through this, all the hourglasses in this room are continuing to have the sand fall, and then so every once in a while you hear this strange little mechanical contraption go as an hourglass gets flipped along the wall.
Can we make some sort of a deduction whether that's people's lives ending or it's...
I have a question.
Roll
Is
an
it an
arcana check.
hourglass that every time it goes down that it's an hour, or is it like this is a minute glass, this is a 2-minute glass, this is a 3-minute
It's
glass?
randomized.
Intelligence check if you'd like.
Great, the thing I don't
Roll
have.
an intelligence.
I do
This is why I
appreciate
need
your
to switch to a
commentary there,
wizard
Dottie.
eventually, to
Ugh,
have more intelligence.
Yeah, tough.
Continue
tough to see what
helping
you
her
have to
being
do.
horrible. Dottie's not horrible.
Oh.
She's becoming horrible.
Shit.
She's begin. Yeah, tough to tell what these
She
things
left
do.
her little halfling village.
But-
And
Anything
Yeah.
that deals with time in the Fey realm,
That's strange.
a little
my God.
sketchy.
Wait. Hold on. This is me out of character, by the way. Is this the timing of the material or like the different planes and shit? Because the Feywild's like, oh, hello, cat. But there's like the Feywild's weird timey-wimey stuff all the time. But if all these hourglasses are like, bonk over. Oh no, never mind. I'm having a.
You're having
Uh,
yourself a moment, and I
I'm
understand.
having a
Any-
moment.
Anything here?
Oh, that one there. Let's have a look. See what that was. Hang on, I gotta go back to that page. Don't close the book, Wendy. Okay. All right. So that one there is what is that? That's in one of the vestibules there, right? So alcove, bear table, one containing a bear table, the other one a wooden chest. So this one, it's just a table.
And this was nothing. There was the chest that we opened. This was nothing. This was nothing. We opened this.
You've already gone through all the things. You've opened the chest. The marionettes you've already dealt with. There is a wicker basket that was in the room. You can open that up. It looks
Yep.
almost looks like as you like it's not locked. It's a wicker basket, so it's easily open, and it looks like there might have been there's some padding inside here that you can immediately detect cat hair in, and
Oh,
but you do see
Here.
like 3 harmless little cat toys in here. One of them they like tiny little stuffed birds.
Cat solidarity.
And this is where I'm going to get Aravis and Dottie to roll a history check as well.
Ooh.
One of the birds is actually a clockwork that you can actually tighten it up on and see and get it to move.
I've just
Can I
not rolled
continue
well.
looking in this room for a pig mask?
A
Was
pig
that
mask
it?
thing. Yeah. That I'll tell you right now, you probably wouldn't do that because you remember that the person who was wearing the pig mask was already killed in thither. That was one of the first things you remember when you first met this group of people.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
that
Yeah.
should be an 18, since I'm not part bard yet.
Okay, so fair enough. So even with an 18, you still remember the stuffed cat back at Bavlorna Blightstraw's home in Hither.
oh.
So it was
That's
alive?
terrifying.
Wait, familiars? Can we make our cat be our bestie? Hello, kitty. Can I have you say
Um,
that?
Can we use this wind-up bird?
Yeah, you could try it. You wind it on up, and sure
Wind
enough,
it
it
up
starts.
and chirping.
It does
Does it
chirp, but it
move?
also starts to flutter its wings, and very awkwardly kind of starts flying around the space until the wind up stops, and it just kind of falls to the ground.
Good
Can we
target
use
practice.
this as a distraction?
I mean, I am suggesting target practice for me, but that could also work.
Let's take the 3 toys. Kitty Cat's not going to need them anymore. She's stuffed.
Wait, Wasn't the horse a rocking horse at one stage?
Yeah,
Would that not?
which means the cat was something.
But could we not effectively bring that back as well? Maybe it is another mythical creature that's like just being catified.
Maybe.
Gleam, in all of her wisdom, is going to ask you, yeah, but you had to attach a unicorn horn to the horse. What are you going to attach to the cat?
That's for me to know and you to find out.
Not. I'll ask everyone else that's here. I'll say to them, we found missing things. If they want to go and have a look themselves to see if there's something missing from their lives.
Gleam, you can maybe
So-
find your personality in there.
Gleam
I
gives you an
couldn't.
askance look and then walks in. There's a little bit of a look. I'm going to say for the purpose of this, because we now have definitely exhausted this room, although there are other places in this
I forgot
building.
this castle has more.
Yeah.
So
I'm
much
going to
stuff.
say this took a good chunk of your time, and you are definitely feeling the feelings of exhaustion at this point.
Yeah, let's
So,
go.
but
Yeah.
no, you can
Okay,
still
so
push
first
through it if
sleep.
you want. But
No.
you need to say that you want to do that, and
Let's
I'm
take a
thinking
nap.
leading largely towards Scraggs, who is the one who was saying that they were going to go looking through everything.
We should
Well, I
do-
mean, I would like to go looking through everything, but I don't know if we have
Sure.
the time.
We do. So what I would do is I would say if you want to keep on going, you would end up going downstairs, and then you could choose basically to go into that room that Gleam and Glister came barreling out of when you were basically tossed down the stairs. You can go ahead and check out that room if you would like to first.
Yep.
And
I
what
would,
you're gonna sure, and what you're gonna see inside that room is that it is basically this fairly benign stone prison-like space. There seem to be two rusty suits of armor the
Oh.
size of goblins.
Did
Set up
if
in
I
here.
remember correctly, the Sir what was his name? Sir Tiny Little Dragon type
Right, Sir
that I
Talavar.
got the dagger from.
Pokemon?
Sir Talavar. Was he held here?
No, Sir Talavar was held in Bavlorna Blythstraw's house.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it is definitely another like locked place with bars and such. There's one of the doors in this space that has this face on it, and it seems to mimic your face every time you're in here.
Ha, that's not
You yawn,
terrifying.
it yawns.
I'm a little bit nervous about the two suits of armor because we've had
They-
things come alive before.
Yeah, you go to do a quick inspection on them. But they do look. They're just cluttered on the ground. They're not.
Oh,
actually,
is there any
upright.
any magic from them?
No. Casting a detect magic every once in a while to keep this spell up.
No.
You do not notice any transmutation or anything along those lines or anything of a magical sort in this room at all.
Okay, I'll just have a look. I don't know. I don't want to keep continuing doing this while everyone else is just watching. So, I don't know. Do we want to do this out of game in chat,
we
or do we
can.
want to do this?
But I guess
Because it's
there
just
is-
having a look around because I have no idea what's.
Let's go for
Like,
a perception check and we'll simplify things.
I was gonna
Alright.
say, have we been into that room that Volvic could not open the door to because
That's
Fever.
way back here, and the answer
12.
is
no?
no. Yeah,
Well,
there's
then-
like if you're fully completionist, there's a lot of spaces you guys haven't covered.
well, then-
Yeah.
So with a 12, I'm gonna say at one point in time, in that room or in that level that has the large contraption in it, there's another offshoot hallway that you kind of start walking down. But before you get all the way down there, you do hear voices at the end of it, past a door that you see at the end of it. And hearing the voices, you decide to enter or no.
What are the voices saying?
With a perception check of a 12, it's tough to tell. But one of the voices sounds familiar. It's got the same kind of tone and inflection of the people who actually gave you a temporary sanctuary while you were at the Bullywug
Oh, I'll
camp.
go in and say hello to the quicklings.
All right.
Are the darklings?
Sure. So you open up the door, and sure enough, you do see two, bless you, two two darklings in here, two quicklings in here, I should say, and you remember them as Trinket and Bobble, and open up. You greet them as, "You're here.
Yeah.
Are you acting in the plays?"
No, we just killed the eggs. It was accident.
Promise.
Really?
Yeah, they did.
Such
All of
fragile
them. Well,
things.
all of them
they
are
just
dead.
break whenever you touch them.
Well, one of
Deception
them's
check.
alive.
Okay, go ahead and persuasion or deception check.
Me?
What is that lie?
Well, I'm telling the truth. So I'll do
So then go persuasion.
persuasion, even though it's the worst one that I have. 15.
15's pretty good. 15's pretty good. And Trinket's gonna look to you and say, "Well, shit." And what you also notice is that moored to this balcony, to a balcony that is outside of this space, not dissimilar to the balconies you were already on, but looking out a different angle from the building altogether. Moored to it is their lightning balloon. Like this little thundercloud with lightning kind of crackling outside it, which you wonder if that
How it
has
worked.
powered, if that's been powered by whatever lightning has been happening here. But they both look to you and say, "Well, shit, there's no purpose to being here anymore then."
Why? What you mean?
Well, we were
No,
gonna
wait,
sell
wait,
some
wait, no.
stuff.
Yeah, I'll have buyers. Come with me. And I'll
Okay.
bring them upstairs
Sure.
to the group and say, right, guys,
As you arrive,
they got stuff they want to sell. You got stuff we want to buy.
everybody's asleep. Are you gonna wake them up anyway?
Yeah, I'm going to wake them up. Guys,
I will
Just-
say Dottie's up to something right now.
there's
I-
stuff
Okay, hang
that
tight. Hold.
these guys have.
What did you say there again, please, Dottie?
Dottie's up to something right now. She's just sitting there playing lute.
Playing lute.
And when
I get okay.
and when you wake up Erebus from his trance, he how long has he been gone? Like, has it just been 10 minutes?
I'm gonna
Or-
say it's probably been about 20 minutes. You're like just barely
Oh, okay.
asleep.
Never mind.
Volric, who has been passed out, like looks over and goes, "I just started to like you, and you decided to wake me up."
Let me find them here. Where are they?
What is it, Scrags? Oh, you're muted.
You're muted, my love. My love, you're muted. You need to undo that.
They sell things, lots of things.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Oh, hang on. I gotta go further back. That's why.
That would
Okay,
be-
here we go.
That'd be very good if you said that the first time around. My
Yeah,
God.
and so Bobble actually looks to you guys. Well, if you're interested, here I've got. I suppose it kind of depends on what kinds of things you're looking for. If you're taking over from the hags, perhaps you should be interested in this thimble. Fingertip not included.
How about improvement to weaponry? Do you have that somewhere? Could you do that?
I see. The thing with Endolin is that she likes these stupid little things because apparently she can do something with them. Oh, look, you have one of the
Oh.
ones we sold. And she points, and it points to your fire, your fabric art fire. Oh,
I was
we
about.
sold her that.
I was about to scream. I was like, if they point to that fucking Shimo mask, I'm going to cry my eyes out. But
I
Um,
mean, I have this. I mean, you probably don't need it anymore, but I have a bundle of dry wood that's really, really good for making fires. But I'm sure you could make something else out of it too if you need it. And Trinket. Show him the mug. Show him the mug. And so Trinket's, yeah. So this one here has well, it's got a lot in it.
I've also never met these people, right?
That is
Volric's
correct. You've
completely
only
new.
ever so what you see are these. What's weird about them is they look like the same kind of creatures that you attacked while on the stage, and that like swarmed you. But these guys seem to have a little bit more they're not wearing the shadowy cloaks that the ones that were on the that attacked you on the stage were. These ones are actually wearing some finery.
They're
And
distinguished.
they're
So-
slightly
Distinguished.
distinguished.
They're
No, I
good little
can-
gentlemen.
I can logically deduce that these guys are the ones that are taking the stuff from people, and somehow the witches are using the stuff to take something from people, something from their personality, something from their back, from their history. Is that what it looks like?
Could be. Certainly, there is some sort of a connection between the things that they're bringing and the lost feelings
I'll
that
ask
your
them
party
where
members
they
had.
get their stuff from. How do they
Oh,
liberate it?
we're pretty resourceful.
Right. I
Hmm.
could use something like you. I mean, I'd hire your services.
Oh, and what do you think we could do for you?
Well,
First, I want.
we has some questions about Ervis. Where are we going next?
Big castle.
The Castle of Heart's Desire.
Yeah. Do you have any ideas about that place? And I'll start asking about the different people that have been mentioned in the paper birds.
Sure.
Do they know any of those people?
Yeah, Kellic. We kind of avoid him. He's kind of a prick, but he's the problem. We don't go there often to the palace because, well, frankly, everybody who we would want to actually sell things to are kind of frozen. They're not kind of buying at the moment. So I mean,
Frozen.
Kellic and the rest of the league, they're kind of.
Do you know
well-
who are the members of the league?
The ones that we're familiar with. Page turn, page turn, page turn, page turn.
See, I wouldn't have noticed until you pointed it out.
I
Here
thought
we go. Here we go.
Miranda was the leader of the whole group. So actually, there's someone above her.
Oh no, the person who's mostly in charge there. Yeah, that's Kellic, and he's got his counterpart Zargash. Those are the two that I'm familiar with. And Trinket, do you not? I'm actually using Trinket's voice. And Bobble says, yeah. So not really many people there. Apparently, like. Kellic's just protecting the frozen things and making sure they stay frozen.
What do you mean by
What's the
frozen?
Frozen people.
Looks around the room. Was this
Oh,
common
yeah.
knowledge to
In
anyone?
one of the spaces, it's really cool. In one of the spaces, there's actually this. Hang on, I lost the character's name. Hang on.
There's this dude called
There's
Aaron.
this person. He's got like wicked awesome armor, but he's like suspended in the air, right in the middle of a wall. It's kind of funny.
That's horrible.
Do you know what this machine does?
That thing, that's for her auguries.
Her what?
Her auguries.
Oh,
I don't know what that word means. Do you want to explain it to me?
Nope. 'Cause I don't either.
divination. Having a look
Oh,
around.
great.
Oh.
She would just do these plays. She called her auguries, and she said she got her auguries from that thing.
I want to
Are the
investigate this.
plays
Is there-
real? Hold
Can-
on.
Use this.
While they're investigating that thing, can I ask them, have you ever created something that could perhaps take a personality sorry, let me restate. Could you make something that if someone touched it, their personality would be transferred into the object?
I mean, a sword's pretty good at that.
You mean killing, or what do you
Oh
mean?
yeah, your personality's kind of gone when you're dead.
Oh, fuck me.
True enough. True enough. But what if I want to keep that personality intact? Perhaps even transfer it
Sounds
to
to me
myself.
like you need a hag for that.
God.
Of course I do.
It's a good thing we left one alive.
Well, leaving alive and I couldn't kill it were two different things.
But-
But you know what?
Hang on, you said there's another one still alive? Which one stayed alive?
Well,
Um,
the bitter
the one
end
that can turn
apparently
into a
can't die.
bird. The one that turned
Oh.
into a bird.
Oh, also that one, yes. So
Okay,
two of them.
so
Maybe,
Granny
maybe.
Nightshade and Bitter Hand. Hey, we can still sell them things. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you guys want things or not? Like we have these
Do you-
this mug and trinkets. The monocle. The monocle is cool.
What does the
I
monocle
gave-
do?
It helps you see in the dark.
Oh, I could use
Ooh.
that.
How
That's
much do you
pretty
want for it?
impressive.
What's the cost?
Good question. Tell me about that mask.
No.
Fuck no.
Apologies.
Okay.
That's not on the table.
Wait. Here's something. Let me just check
What
here
about
my little
those?
sheet.
What about those little marionettes? How do you feel about an animated marionette?
What about a oil
Okay.
can?
No.
And
No,
yeah, and from Scragg's pocket you can hear squeak. No. That's it.
Has a few things. Has some eggs, some candy, some
Those
Some
eggs
bottles.
have to be horrible by now.
Oh, yeah, they're-
or has let's see what else.
Do you still
Oh,
have the
what
rabbit
about-
head?
Or has some birds.
Oh.
Would you like some paper birds?
Would you
Some
perhaps
paper.
like some money?
And a toy. I'll pull out the little cat toy that you can wind up.
Well, now that thing's interesting. Take the cat toy, put some marionettes in that can move, and you got yourself a deal.
Right. There you go. Hand over.
That's,
I don't know what this cat toy is obviously important. No.
hands over the monocle to you.
Could
I'm
likely
gonna
just
test to
stab
make sure
them,
it
but
actually works.
it's fine.
Yeah, puts it up, and sure enough, in that one eye, you can now see shades in the dark space because there's no light set up right in here right now. You can see it's almost like somebody turned up the contrast setting on your machine. You can see gray shades everywhere, much more detail than you have, but only out of that one eye.
Do you have another one by
Anything
chance?
else?
No, just the other, just that one. We sold the other one already.
You just need an eye patch to cover the one eye in the dark.
True.
So
It would
Do
be
you
really
has
good
any
with
other
your
things?
beanie.
That's true. Someone
So
cut out my
here-
eye.
What does the thumb
Oh,
thing do?
if you
The
want,
thimble.
and you want your eye cut out, I have this wooden eye we found back at Skabath's place.
no, the
Ah.
thimble. What does it do?
The thimble,
Wait, what does the wooden eye do?
the wooden eye, it goes where your old eye was.
Detect magic.
Nothing
Does
on
it do
it.
anything?
It's just a wooden eye.
The actual only
Well,
magical artifact that they actually had, two magical artifacts they had were the mug and the monocle. Everything
What
else
does the
is
mug do?
just. It appears to have some form of conjuration magic.
I think I know.
I know what it is.
All right, I'll buy it. I'll buy the mug.
The mug? Okay.
How about
Sure,
coin?
you're not gonna part with that mask?
No.
We can. This is called for already.
Fair enough.
But
Try.
Bad business.
what if we was to give you something else?
Do you take a coin?
No, we have no use for the silvery things.
But it's gold things though.
You said the hags are gone.
Mostly.
One of them is gone for good. One of them is a bit annoyed, and the other one kind of just disappeared, like in
So-
smoke.
The stuff inside that wardrobe.
Yeah.
You can have
We can
whatever
just
you
grab
want
like
in
a
there.
handful of it. You
Oh,
grab us a
yeah?
handful of stuff from that
According to
wardrobe,
us.
and you can have the mug.
All right. How about this? I'll grab 2 handfuls, and you give me back the bird thing.
That. Deal.
I'll go up, I'll grab 2 handfuls of stuff and throw it down.
Passes.
I'll take
Puts
the
the mug down. Picks. And the bird thing. Here
And
you
the
go.
bird thing is mine.
I think we've had a very fruitful relationship. I hope to see you again alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Possibly.
bye-bye.
We're gonna fly away. Bye bye. And they
Yeah,
just,
there's a,
Uncle.
let it be known to you and the rest of the people you deal with that this is our castle now. We own this shit. So no one
Okay.
else is getting it. This belongs to,
Awesome.
what do we call ourselves? I look around the room.
yeah. What do you call yourselves?
Well, we could set up a royal charter that we could be the official distributors of the magical things.
Wow.
The Magical Wanderers, something like that. Fucking figure it out. Bye.
The Lost or something.
Well, you guys have been called the Red Brands for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah!
Yeah.
We had a group name, we just forgot it.
Yep, totally. So
Oh no,
and-
he goes to fly away. The Red Brands!
Bob-
The Red Brands!
Bobble says to you, Red Brands of Motherhorn. It's got a nice ring to it. Super sellable. We'll be
Sellable.
back.
We'll make action figures and stuff.
If you make good merch, we'll
Action
buy
figures.
it. If you make good merch, we'll buy it.
Oh.
T-shirts, hoodies, stickers. hint,
Okay,
hint,
so-
ghost
Okay.
Someone's
From here.
I know where we
can
could start Trinket. We should go. Okay. Keep your
Make a
things.
sticker of a bee.
We'll buy more later. And they just immediately beeline back down the stairs and out of sight. And you guys
Yep.
can now
Okay.
take yourselves your long rest.
Yes, thank you.
All right, so roll out those hit dice for me, guys. I want to see what they are. To
How do
see,
I
and
roll
remember,
it?
we re-roll once. We re-roll once. We halfling
did.
our way on our hit dice for leveling up.
1d8.
I just
In
closed
the
back.
chat,
Oh, God.
The mug and the
damn it.
monocle. Sounds like a
Wait.
posh
Oh,
bistro, bub.
6.
Sorry.
6
That was,
plus-
I need to roll a d8.
You need to roll a d8. Okay, well, I'm going to keep the 6 if you roll less. Okay. Yeah, so
Alright,
take the
6.
6.
We're level 6 now, right?
Yes. I don't keep track of that stuff. I have to keep track of all this other stuff for you guys. Come on.
What level are we? What level are we?
We are seven.
Uh,
We are level 6.
Yeah, you're
We
level
are
6
level
now.
6. Okay.
Shit, I rolled under.
I got.
What did I get
thought
next
I
level?
rolled
I think I got
6.
evasion.
Awesome.
Oh, that's okay. So Volric, you put a 4 on your hit dice.
Yeah, I'm
plus
at
your
my
con mod.
average. I'm at my
Dottie,
average.
you
I'm
got-
fine.
Okay, cool. I don't. Yeah, and then so I'm missing Scrag's roll.
Scrags rolled a 3.
Yeah,
Where
it's
is
at the
that?
top there.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Uh,
Scrag's 3 plus your con, right?
Yeah.
But you get your level 6 stuff now too, which is kind of nice. So
So wait, it should be.
I am now.
What did everyone get?
I'm at
Yeah,
four.
we better
I
update
got
that in the stream.
expertise.
let's update that in the stream now here too, guys. Let's get your new levels up. So
By the
here we
way,
go.
I did spend the first, I would say, about 30 minutes to an hour of the stream today fixing the the sheet on Roll20. So hope to God it works now.
So you are a sorcerer bard now, is that right, Dottie?
Oh hell yeah!
Going
Nice.
with it.
They're getting
Okay.
they're getting hot and spicy in here. They're getting-
And what is your maximum hit points now?
45.
45. Is there anything else that changes for you? Any
No,
of
I
your
don't
main
think
stats?
so. No, not
Okay,
main
so-
stats.
Dottie is now updated. Volric, are you staying in doing your ranger stuff?
I am. I'm level 6,
You are.
Gloomstalker.
Okay, and what's your maximum HP?
52.
32. Okay, and does anything else change for you for main stats like armor class or anything?
Nope, I can just speak Goblin now.
Okie doke. And that brings us now to Scrags. Are you staying on the cleric side of things?
Yes, I am.
And what is your now max HP?
What level should we be now?
We should
Level
be level
6.
6.
Level 6. Okay, so my max HP shall be. Once
It was
again,
47.
47 plus 3 plus 5 is 52.
53. Nope.
53?
55. 55.
No, it's 3 plus 2 is 5. So 47 plus 5.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah,
52.
I heard too many numbers and I got funky. Hey, anything else go update for you as well?
No, that's it.
All right. And Erevis, are you continuing on with your roguey things?
Yes, and I got expertise in persuasion and perception.
Oh,
Ooh,
hell
nice.
yeah.
Okay. And what's your now maximum HP?
48.
48. All right. All right. All of our critters are now updated on their stat blocks, which is nice. Okay,
Does
so
Chimo level up? He becomes a level
Also-
2 mask.
not yet.
Also, when I give you
Level
10
two
HP,
mask.
when I give you temp HP, you now gain 10 hit points.
Ooh, 10
Oh,
temporary HP.
dab.
Nice. All right, so you guys, is anybody actually taking watch tonight?
Well, Thalric's passed out. No harm, but having his strength sapped from him.
I will
Hopefully
eventually take
we-
watch after my 4 hours.
Okay.
And I was gonna say,
also
before
still-
leaving the multi-class, Dottie's gonna spend the night figuring out how to channel her magic through
I like
her
it.
instrument for the first part, so she'll take like first watch.
Okay, so go for.
I was going to say Amador is also there. Gleam and Glimmer.
yeah, Gleam
are
will
also
take
there.
Gleam will take a middle watch, and Erebus will take the last watch. So, Dottie, why don't you roll for me a perception check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here. The perception is still balls.
It's like in this space you're super focused on your loot, and by this point in time you're pretty certain that you learned how to play the song a long time ago, back in the Siobhan Glen, and it was this really fun song called Classical Gas, and you start to notice that things shimmer around you towards the end of your almost like the loot has gotten this little sheen, like somebody's re-lacquered it or something like that towards the end of your shift.
She shouts out and then realizes everyone's sleeping. So then
Except
she
for
goes,
Gleam, who kind of jolts.
Gleam, I don't normally like you, but check this out.
Solid.
She goes like, okay. What?
I can put my magic through the loot now.
Okay.
I have some control over it. Kind of. Not really.
Being
As
able
much
to light
control as you
fires does a
normally
lot
do.
for you, doesn't it?
Yeah. Check it out.
Question: Is
You should
is
think-
Dottie going to be like one of those little kids who gets a drum at Christmas, and you can just see the face of the parents dropping as she
And
just
the kid's face-
retire?
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
This is Dottie that we can't even get a long rest. Please
I
stop
have
playing the
definitely
instrument.
been that parent. I'm pretty certain I've also been that child, but that's beside the point. So,
It's
I
karma.
may have been-
It's
I may
karma
have only
catching
been
up to you.
38 when I had that face as a child. Anyway, so Dottie, you take your turn for the rest now. Pleasantly invigorated by the fact that you can manage your own magic. Gleam does her watch and eventually taps Erevis on the shoulder. So Erevis, go ahead and roll for me a perception check for yours.
Since it's been 6 hours now, here's the question. I now start the processing of attunement to the ring, don't I?
Oh yeah, you have it. I can give it to you. It's, you can actually drag it from the compendium. It's called Ring of Shooting Stars.
I now have a
Oh.
+8 to my perception.
Oh, wait, I can't. Wait, hold on. Wait, where'd I?
So if you go to the little eye icon and type in Ring of Shooting Stars, just drag it on over onto your sheet.
What about the old mug?
The mug
About your
is
mom?
a decanter, the never-ending decanter. I forget what it's called. Yeah, it consistently fills with mead, and always fills with mead.
Shut your mouth!
Oh, wait. I know Dottie. Dottie. You can't have this. I'll give it to her.
Who did you give it to?
She can be the drunk aunt at a wedding that starts burning the place down because she's.
Yeah.
She
I
could
love
be the
it.
drunk
Thank
aunt.
you.
She could be the drunk aunt that just figured out what a drum was.
So,
We're gonna be
in the
great.
interests of finding ourselves to the end of this session appropriately, first of all, Erebus, you don't notice anything untoward. It's a nice, quiet night. The only sound is still the sound of the sands and those hourglasses falling. That's the only sound you notice in this space, aside from the occasional chortle in their sleep from Amador. But aside, you all get to the end of your long rest. You are all now level 6 proper, and start in immediately towards the bell. Who's going to go up there and ring that bell?
I will.
Well, I think we should all be there.
We
When
can all
we
be
do
there, but
that.
I'm gonna bring it. I deserve it. I had my soul sucked from me 6 times, Erebus. I deserve a bell ringing.
Don't forget you've got your cloak. So if you pull
I
up
do
your
have the
hood, you can be camouflaged, yeah.
I'm trying to figure
The
out how
cloak
to
of
add it onto my
Elven
sheet. Thank you, by the way. I'm still trying to figure out how to add it onto my sheet because every time I drag it over, it doesn't work.
That is weird. Good to see you, by the way, reading aloud, and Dak and Leolar in the chat.
Yeah.
But as you guys get up into that belfry, and all of you in that space, Amador looks to you guys and says, I don't know what that is. I'm going to let you ring it. I might not follow.
Okay.
And Gleam
Don't
and
worry,
Glister will both say, we're going to go home now.
Wait!
No, we kind of need you guys.
You should stay with us. What if something happens?
From what I can see, you've managed to figure it out.
Yeah, but that doesn't really
No, I
count.
wasn't talking about
Us. We're talking about you
us.
guys.
Oh,
You
well,
get
we
captured
know about
like
those-
every other episode. I mean, every other day. It just broke the fourth wall.
She's gained the power of a bard, which is fourth wall breaking.
There you go. Gleam and Glister both say, no, Gleam in particular says, in honesty, once I saw, remember that Prince Aligarthus person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when he went into that lake, he went home?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We belong with the carnival. We don't belong here. We're gonna go home.
But what if Better comes back?
Watch for an eclipse, I guess.
Hand me the mask.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh, dang it.
Erebus,
I was going to ask that.
Help me! Help me! Help me! I'm
We
sure
would benefit a lot from the mask if we ever were to fight her again. Easier that way. And I'm sure you could have more masks
Oh,
made.
well, I'm sure since Erebus has a better charisma score than I can, maybe he could take the most.
We could both roll one.
Yeah, because my -2 is not going to happen.
Yeah,
It's
go
not-
for it.
it's
One
not
roll.
gonna happen.
One roll each. Okay, so
That
she
no.
Gleam looks to you, Volrus,
I
and
rolled
just kind of
worse
gives
than
this
you.
scowl, and then looks over to you, Erebus. Says, what do you think, sister? Time for a new act?
I mean, you could
Might
just...
be a good way of dealing with things. Takes off the sun mask, takes off the moon mask, and hands them over to Erebus.
I will smile and then put the moon in front of the sun and just put them both on for fun.
That might do the trick, although it should be solar eclipse, so the sun should be in front of the moon.
Solar eclipse, okay. Switch it.
And the two of them both kind of go up to Eidolon, the unicorn, who also looks to you and says, it's time for me to find... It's time for me to find my mate.
Your what?
Good luck. My mate?
His mate. The one we talked to. Oh, you went there for that. Never mind.
Goodbye and
Wait.
good luck.
We've met other unicorns? As he disappears.
Yeah.
Don't we need him too?
Yeah, we
Wait,
need him
yes.
too! We need
We-
As they bamf out.
Fuck!
Oh no.
Amador,
Dang it!
Amador, if you fly away in me right now, because I will not hold back any longer.
Amador's already gone.
Amador is going to look to you guys and say, no, I promised you I was going to get you there. If this is a way there, then I will have done my job.
But without the unicorn, there's no point.
I get the feeling that you guys will figure something out.
Cough, cough. Go there anyway. But
Well, you have a way to kill supposedly the lady, so
Exactly.
hopefully.
we also have Shimo who can help out. Maybe he can hold the masks.
He's kind of a mask already.
But he could wear the mask always. You won't get uncomfortable by it.
A mask on a mask on a mask.
Maxception.
Triple mask action. I can hardly breathe, but
Well, he
Just
doesn't
go.
need to.
Ring that
all
bell.
right. Ring
I'm going to
that
ring the bell.
bell.
I'm going to ring that bell. I'm going to go up and ring
All
that
right.
bell.
And you pull, and it hit, and you can immediately hear this large, sonorous bong, and it just kind of goes, and you could feel it feels like it's echoing out of the top belfry, well out beyond Motherhorn and into Yon. You can actually hear it kind of echo back to you off of the various mountainsides that exist out there, and seemingly nothing at first. And then this long shriek comes out, not almost like a crow caw, but a little bit more melodious. You guys look out at the balcony to the space beyond, and you see what appear to be extremely large birds flying towards Motherhorn. And that's where we're going to start.
We get bird pets! We get pets! No, 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 no! So,
The
you know the way I
eagles are
wanted
coming.
you know the way I wanted that bee as my friend? Now I got a bird, so I can have 2 pets.
All right. So with that, let's see, guys. I think we're gonna do a quick little hunt right now and see who might we want to raid today.
Raid Shadow
Let's see
Legends.
here. I'm.
Shadow
I see actually.
Shadow
Vlad
Not
Spire is
Spire,
currently
thank
playing D&D. Yeah, we could do them. So I'm gonna hit the
Rock
raid now
Spire.
button on them.
Mike is also streaming.
Mike is streaming, but Mike is almost at the end of his stream too. So I think we'll hit up
fair.
Vlad Spire here today. And so we are raiding Vlad Spire. And while raiding Vlad Spire, I'm going to say thank you guys, everybody, for playing again with us today. Those of you who are in the chat, thanks for joining us. Remember that we are raising money for the Make-A-Wish International Organization Sister Act. That was horrible, Dak. That was wonderful and horrible at the same time. So here's the link for fundraising for the Make-A-Wish International for our Roll for Wishes campaign. See if we can increase some of that a little bit for our 250 goal. And then on tonight, 6 p.m. Central, Legend of Zelda Echoes. On Friday, Olivon Chronicles at 1 p.m. UTC. And then Adventures of Alain with that person there at 8:30 p.m. UTC. And then we're back for the Random Adventures to finish up the Random Adventure on Tuesday at 1 p.m. UTC next week as well. That is all she wrote, guys. Thank you guys very much for joining us. And that's where we're going to call it. So take care of each other, love each other, and we'll see you guys later on. Peace out.
Yep. See you guys.